Hey guys, this is Script Trooper back with our final review of the storyline to Jedi Survivor. To this point, we have, not to spoil, well, I'm going to spoil it, maybe go back and watch the other ones, but so Cal was working with this guy, and they're doing all these jobs and whatever, and going after the Empire, da-da-da-da. They know now that there's this planet, that you need this special compass to get through this anomaly in space or whatever. And if you have this compass, there were 3 of them. If you have one, then you can get there, and the Empire won't know how to get in there. And it's a safe haven, basically. They talk to Seer, who's running the Jedi and Underground Railroad for those who are persecuted, and she decides that they should go to this planet. And so then they get another compass. They found 2 other compasses. Both of them could not be repaired. This is throughout this storyline with Bode, and they're going to different planets and stuff. And they find out. And then, they run into this. Cal had released this former Jedi from the High Republic, and he turned it out to be bad. And he wants control of these compasses, so he's going to go back to that planet, basically start a new order of his own that's going to take on the Empire. But he's accepted the dark side, so there's a little bit of complexity there. And so now basically Bode double-crossed Cal, told the Empire about where the Underground Railroad headquarter place was, where Seer is, and took the compass and left, and Seer was killed by Vader. And so this is where we're at. Seer just died, the compass is gone with Bode, and Cal's back at the Mantis with Grease and Marin. And so far, this story, I've given a 5 out of 10 because it has a lot of really good plot points. It has had a lot of potential, but there was just some really stupid moments and cringy moments. And the lightsaber stuff is over the top. The Force usage stuff is way over the top. And there's also just some dumb plot points throughout, like even from the very beginning, the Senator having 2 stormtroopers to guard a Jedi and things of that nature. The one Inquisitor not blasting them, but then getting out and killing the Senator anyway. And then anyway, she could have just blasted them all with the gunships and killed everybody. There wouldn't have been a story. But anyways, so that's where we're at. Let's continue this journey here and get right to the end in this one. Oh, and Bode also killed Cordova, who's in this as well. If you remember him from Fallen Order. Oh, and I forgot to mention Marin and Cal have a love interest as well. There's been a bit of kissy face. And she's totally different. Her character development's really good, actually. Like, she's the same, but has changed quite a bit over the years, which is cool.
Find the proper place to bury him soon.
The remaining anchorites have scattered. The Empire pursues them. They may return at any moment.
The anchorites were the people that were with Seer, helping her.
Hidden path.
With the hidden path, Underground Railroad, whatever.
While
And this is one of the plot points I was talking about previously. Sears somehow had this pretty extensive Jedi archive, and I remember, you know, with Order 66, they took over the Jedi Temple, and I don't see how they would have allowed any of those archives to get out. And this is kind of case in point. Vader showed up with the guys, took everything out of the archive, basically. But I don't know why he would have left this handful of books.
You're so close to a second chance. What raw deal? Tell me, how could Bode be a Jedi and be an Imperial spy?
He's no Jedi.
Why couldn't we sense him?
Okay, let's take a look here. These are actual books. So what I was talking about with the Jedi Archive is what you see in the prequel trilogy with Obi-Wan and stuff. I think it's in Attack of the Clones. And they're like hollow books. Like you stick them in the machine and then they give you the information in like the holograms, right? Whereas these are the actual books. So now I'm wondering, are these tie-ins to The Last Jedi, where Luke has some Jedi texts? Are these some of those texts? And then on top of that, why did Vader leave them there? Why did he take everything? I find that confusing.
He deceived us all.
No, I still should have been able to. No, that's enough! Cal. That's enough, okay? What Bode did, that is on him. It's not on you. It's not on anyone. It's on him. We all know it's a rigged game, but we choose how to play.
It's a shame that there's not a bounty on his head. We could have hunted him with a kill tracker.
Locator beacon. It's how Bode reached us on Kobo.
Could it still be active?
Let's find out. Nothing. Damn it. Cal. The signal. It's faint. BD, dial it in.
But why would Bode leave it on?
Nova Garon system. Wait a minute. Why would Bode take a detour? He's got a daughter. Maybe that's where she lives.
We could catch him there. This feels like a trap.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, why would he leave it on?
So what do you think? Do we risk it? I don't see what choice we got.
For Seer and Master Cordova, I will mask our approach.
Okay. You two grab some seat. I got the con. There's Seer. Kyle Kestis. I'd assumed the first time we met you'd be strapped to an interrogation chair. I've heard that before. Still weird. Get on the comms and call off the base alert. Or what? You're a Jedi. I know what you were capable of. And what you were not. On the comms. Now. This is Commander Denvik. The Jedi has been neutralized. All units stand down until further notice. Satisfied? I'm here for Bode Akuna. How did you find this place? A locator beacon on Bode's ship. Characteristically careless. His reports indicate you two have grown quite close since Coruscant. You're the one who sent it to infiltrate my team. Correct.
Ah, okay. So he's been working for the Empire the whole time. So he's basically like an Inquisitor, I guess. But like a cooler version where he's not dressed up like a goof with a bunch of black armor on. He just infiltrates like a normal guy, which is, I don't understand why they wouldn't have been doing that the whole time. Why did Vader have these stupid Inquisitors like Reva running around making threats to people and being totally unprofessional and dumb when he could have had them like seem like Jedi or normal people and be good? It's just Disney, man, the way you've dealt with Star Wars, it's just dumb.
Bode has been my weapon for some
And honestly, it starts with the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars made a mess of things.
Armored abominations and inquisitorios. So it's true.
Exactly.
Seer's dead because of you. No. The Jedi operation is still months away. You're lying. The Empire burned the archives, led by Darth Vader. Lord Vader. I have to stop this while I still can. Don't you see? Bode lured you here to destroy me. They're coming. Don't matter. Yeah.
That's cool.
What'd you find? This is the hall that Dactyl was watching. Sorry. You scared me. You must be Kata. I'm Cal. And this is BD1.
It's nice to meet you.
So that's Bode's daughter.
Kata.
You said to pack for a trip? You don't work here, do you?
No. You're the first person to figure that out.
Are you really a Jedi?
Yeah. I am.
Well, I've finished packing. I can't find my Mookie doll.
Yeah.
So unless Bode wanted him there, that's a plot point I don't like. That he left the beacon on.
I'll help you find him.
Another thing, like I know Cal's got
Is this Mookie?
the Empire officer clothing on, but like you're walking around with this big dangly lightsaber, bro. Like I don't know. It's not being very discreet. But then again, I guess he's got to have it. It's a video game. I don't know. I just wish there was a different place he could put it, like in a leg thing or I don't know, something else. But whatever.
Kinda looks like me.
A little. My mama gave him to me.
Kata. Did your dad tell you where he's taking you? It was supposed to be a surprise. But you got here a little sooner than I expected. Come here, Kata.
Papa, what's going on?
This is my best friend. We had a fight, but we'll get things settled. When we go. Mookie. You were a Jedi? Yeah. How'd you survive the purge?
Because they all seem to survive the stinking purge.
During the Clone Wars. I used the skills that I learned there to disappear. Went into hiding. Didn't know who to trust. Familiar story. Right. But then I met the most incredible woman. Mama.
So I just like to say, so this is a good illustration of why the Jedi didn't want attachments, right? There's certain guys, it really comes down to like, it's like a hedge. This guy's kind of like the opposite of Luke, right? Like Luke could handle the fact that he had attachments and he wasn't going to do anything bad regardless of what happens to those he's attached to. This guy, the attachments pushed him away from the Jedi and from doing the good thing. So it's kind of a cool, I kind of like that. I like that aspect of it. Shows you the differences.
And it keeps us hidden. As long as Papa stays useful. You were lying to us from the very start.
What do you mean keeps you hidden, though? You're working for the Imperials. Hidden from who? Vader, I guess. But you're still doing the job of an Inquisitor anyway. So I don't get it. I guess he was doing that until he could find somewhere to hide with where this planet is, I guess. But he didn't know about it until this started, and him and Cal have been doing things together before that. So again, that's a plot hole. It's a little weird.
Tanalor was a way out for both of us.
Tanalor, yeah, there you go.
You were gonna give it to the hidden path. A bunch of strangers. You were gonna sacrifice thousands of people to save yourself. Monster boat. I'm a father.
Oh, come on. You brought her to an Imperial anyway, bro.
The first time I held her.
So his wife got him out of there, and his first inclination was to go and become a Imperial spy / Inquisitor guy? Like, why wouldn't you just go somewhere else and try and be safe somewhere else? I don't get it. It's weird, man. This plot line's getting a little weird.
I saw the entire galaxy in her eyes. You can't understand.
Yeah, I can. You could have fled. Like, your wife gave you the opportunity, and you didn't need to go to the Imperials.
That you lured me here to take down this base. Right. Well, fighting the Empire is what you do best.
Okay, so he did leave his tracker on. Okay, that's good. That's no longer a plot hole. Or he's no longer dumb.
Where's Bob?
They're gone. He took his daughter and the compass. They used me as a distraction. Damn you! Go on, Jedi. Do it! Do it! Run the human Lord Vader.
Who is this?
He sent a boat after our team. My crew. Cordova. Seer! They're all dead because of you.
Cal! This is what Bob wants. I know you are in pain, but this is not you. The Empire has taken enough from us. I will not lose you too.
Dude, again, I'm liking Marin. A little more emotion in Survivor. It's a lot less of the monotone style that she had before.
You won't.
See you on the Mantis.
Give the Inquisitors my regards.
Oh, finally, I was worried sick. Wait, don't tell me. He was fighting the entire base, wasn't he?
You are right.
Okay, Cal. We got no boat. We got no compass. Now tell me the truth. I can take it. We lost him.
One compass remains. If you are hearing this, you know where I've left it. But if the compass is gone, do not despair.
What's this?
so we can create a flight path through the abyss.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You want me to fly the Mantis through a ship-eating nebula using a tiny tunnel carved out by 200-year-old tech?
Yes.
All right, I'm in.
I always loved Grease. Didn't that... Wait, a TIE fighter just flew past the window. They're sitting in their Mantis. How do they not get caught?
Z,
It's Z.
it's a long trip. Couldn't have been easy.
I'm like 200 years old, but I'm spry as a Padawan. Amazing. Oh, Cal, this is simply amazing.
Can you start the arrays when we're in position?
Oh, I stand ready for your order. It would be my honor to see Master Kreese dream alive once more.
We're your master.
Cal, is it time?
We're heading to the abyss now. Fire up the arrays.
I'll be monitoring your progress from here. May the Force be with you all.
And you, Z.
And that droid was a really cool character. If you haven't seen the previous videos, it's a High Republic droid. Again, I'm not a fan of the High Republic, but it's a High Republic droid with a really good personality and funny and kind of the antithesis to 3PO. You know, very positive.
Well, what do you think is taking Z so long?
Dagan Gera was the only person to live through what we're about to do.
At least we will die together.
Hey, great pep talk.
Yeah,
kid. Hopefully they can fit that on my tombstone.
Look,
Gera was the guy who was the High Republic Jedi who turned bad. Thought the Jedi betrayed him because they wanted to leave Talonor, but they had to. They were getting invaded.
I know. You want to fly this thing?
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I'll bet that's what all the other poor saps said right before they were torn into Vortex Chow. Great. Now it's an obstacle course.
I don't get this. I thought the array was supposed to be like sheltering them through. That's kind of how Grease described it. So it's kind of weird that now it's just basically just like any old abyss. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Maybe I'm missing something there. Because if they can fly through that, why couldn't somebody from the Empire?
They're coming too fast.
but you are faster. Stop piloting. Start flying.
I'm rerouting power from deflectors to the engines.
What are you, crazy? You're trading safety for speed.
Exactly. We're all in on you, buddy.
You're right. It's my ship, ain't it? Crazy does it, baby. Hey, wait a minute. Is it me, or is this tunnel getting a tad cozy?
It's not just you. Z, with
Okay, so it is still there.
We need to go faster.
I'm going as fast as I can. Wait a minute. Are you crazy? If you jump into hyperspace blind, they'll be
Yeah, but you don't know, Cal. What's he doing? He's using the Force to figure out... And then sear... Oh, see, that's another... Interesting, okay. Breeze.
You did it, you three-armed son of a gun-dark.
Well, at least none of us lost our cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I hope it's worth it.
So this is an old Jedi temple place or whatever.
81.
Hey, Katsa. This is Marin. She's a friend.
I'm sorry Papa hurt you.
Yeah.
I said I'd never see you again. What are you doing here?
Kata, your father stole something very important. We're gonna ask him to give it back.
Will you show us the way?
Okay. Follow me. I don't like it here. It's dark and
I
lonely.
was just gonna say, like, you're just all by yourself all the time.
You don't have to be afraid. Better?
They're very pretty.
Some sort of meeting room or something, or what is this? Old Jedi meeting room. There's Bode.
Kata! How did you get here? It wasn't easy. You shouldn't have followed us.
Papa, don't!
Stay back, Kata. This is the only way to keep you safe. She will be safe. I promise, Bode. But listen to me. It's over.
Lay down your weapons.
This planet will be a haven for those hunted by the Empire, including Kata and you. But you have to surrender now.
I just don't like this motivation with Bode, that he's so scared of the strangers in the hidden path. It's like, bro, come on. Like, really? You're that scared of a bunch of just normal people living on a planet that you live on? Like, I don't get it. The motivation for this end part doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that he went to the Imperials when he could have just fled. His story to that point was really good, and now it's just kind of... His motivation just doesn't make any sense. And you want your daughter to just be lonely on this planet all the time? Yay! Father of the Year. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Go outside, Kata.
Listen to them, please!
Okay, so he's just generally a nutcase then. Like, he's just literally a total nutcase. How does a Jedi just totally become a complete nutcase? Again, the motivation here is a little weird. I really liked his character up until now, and it's just like, doesn't make any sense, man. I will decide what's best for my family, and what's best for my family is for you, Kata, to be lonely here with only me forever and ever in perpetuity. Instead of bringing nice, good people that are also persecuted to come hang out with us and help us rebuild the planet. Like, it's just dumb. It doesn't make any sense. He's an idiot then. And the way he holds his lightsaber is so dumb. Like, in real life, if you were sword fighting like that, you'd get just murdered. No one ever sword fights like that in real life. It's like Ahsoka's way of holding her lightsaber, too. It's super dumb. Again, the Clone Wars started a lot of this stupid stuff. The Night Sister, Nightcrawler magic was never part of Star Wars, never part of... The Force was always invisible. All this nonsense is Clone Wars. He's giving it to him. What's with the redness? Like, I totally love the concept of Bode being an Inquisitor without all the stupid armor and being obvious, but...
Please, listen to them, Papa.
All right. And when the Empire comes, will you be able to protect my little girl?
You joined the Empire, bro!
I'm sorry, Kata. I tried.
So yeah, you can't leave, you can't trust him. Why is his foot floating? His right foot is floating. It must have been a glitch in the game. His foot is floating. That must be pretty traumatizing to witness your dad is a complete and utter nutcase.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks.
Good. We should speak. I was not much older than you when I lost my family. For many years I carried this pain. I did not want to feel better.
Why?
Oh, and another thing I just realized too, the gun that Cal used was the gun Bode gave him that he said never let him down. And then Bode's gun let him down, his other gun, and then Cal. So, again, lots of little cool throw-ins like that are really good. There's just a couple there's just some stupid plot stuff, and the one-armed man lightsaber fighting, I'm not even going to mention that again, that was horrible.
I thought if I let go of the pain, I would be letting go of the people I loved. But I was wrong. And one day, met someone.
Isn't that Buddy's lightsaber? I thought that was the one-on man's lightsaber.
Together we found another way
I don't
to
remember him
survive.
getting that.
This pain is yours. It is part of you.
When my mother died, it changed Papa. Me too, I guess.
Yes.
And again, I like that aspect that they're showing the attachment rule there was some validity in
You
it.
must not let it consume you.
So that, I think, is the overall storyline, is like talking about attachments, which is a great theme. That's a really good theme for this story. And showing the different things, like, and even Cal with his attachment to Marin now and that type of stuff, and that's good. I mean, I like all those aspects. They just screwed around with a couple of the plot points and stuff. So Jedi funerals. So she's basically now Cal and Marin's sort of adopted daughter, I guess? And then Grease is the uncle, the crazy uncle. Okay, I'm assuming there's not really going to be much else happening here. It'd be interesting to see where they go from here, because, okay, they have Talonor, they have a safe haven, but you can't do another game where he's just in Talonor. And you probably don't want to have the Empire find out about it,
Let me walk my own path.
because if they do,
I needed
Bode was right. So it's kind of one of these now. I don't know where you go
to tell me what it
necessarily.
truly means to be a Jedi.
I guess he can still go around and go to different places and help people out or whatever, but or maybe go and find people and bring them there without getting caught, obviously, and people finding out where he is, or where Talonor is.
We will continue your legacy, Seer.
Okay, so that's, I guess, the plan.
We will build something that can outlast the Empire. I promise you that. I promise. But I'm scared. I almost lost myself.
What is that? Looked like a lightsaber, but whose was that?
Well, not exactly what we
I missed
expected,
something along the line here.
but this place is our home now.
If you guys know, put in the comment section.
Yeah, I guess it is. Still got a lot of work ahead of us.
It will take time to contact the hidden path.
And find the anchorites.
And build a saloon. I mean, the place is creepy, but it does have franchise potential.
This belongs with you.
It belongs with all of us. What do you think, kid? Should we give it a shot?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Ah, that's the spirit. Oh, that's great. Come on, I'll bet you're hungry. I'll make you something to eat. Did you ever have a scaz steak?
Okay. So that's the end of it, guys. I don't know whose lightsaber that was at the end. Maybe that was Dagon's, or maybe that was that other his Jedi friend there that finally gave them the way to get through to Talonor. I'm not really sure. I do like a lot of aspects of that. I've gone over them. I don't need to go over them again. But overall, I'd say this is it's a 5 because there's a couple. Bodhi's motivation at the end didn't make any sense. Some of the cringe lightsaber stuff with Dagon didn't make any sense. The some of the overtop force powers didn't make any sense. I didn't like that Vader had any issue handling Seer. I think that was over the top as well. And it diminishes him again. Every time Disney uses Vader, they make him seem kind of weak, especially before the OT when he was so intense and scary. It's kind of wrecked that. And the game, I mean, it's kind of cool. Like, the story is cool. Again, there's a lot of good aspects. But a 5 out of 10. And I do wonder where they go from here. I guess they're going to try to rebuild that place, Talonor, and bring all these people there and stuff. So there's obviously potential for another story, another game, fairly easily. So that's it, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section what you give it, what you think of some of this stuff, whether you agree or disagree with some of my takes. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And feel free to check out any of my other Star Wars content, my sequels reimagined. Thanks again for watching, and have a good day.